Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekly rundown for Wednesday, April 10th. Yes, I didn't come in on Monday. Oops, a little water dropping from my head. I had to come in today because a girl was beat down with wonder, exhilaration, that wonderful sense of sharing with folks. Let me tell you, and big up to Hollis Tree Incorporated. And if you don't know anything about Hollis Tree and the DMV area, you are doing yourself a disservice. Trust and believe, okay? These wonderful, wonderful people, headed up by a sweet little Taurus named Hollis herself, really hosted a sister and 20 plus women at a great weekend event in Maryland this past weekend. And I tell you honestly, we had a dinner with trout. The freaking / squirrel. Hollis was and still is a bomb cook and had a catering company. So the food was on point on Wednesday. Saturday and Sunday we did an awesome workshop, and I just gave up all of myself. And I tell you, everybody's ancestors and guides was up in the place. So I want to say thank you officially to Hollis Tree Incorporated and to Hollis herself and to Sweet Gladys, who helped to assist her on so many different ways. Yo, if you don't know about them, please get informed and look up Hollis Tree. You can tag them, you can search them, do whatever you need to do because you need to be involved. They have wonderful retreats coming up this summer and a couple of other events to just pull people together and network. They are doing really big things with huge hearts. So thank you again. I needed to take a moment because, as you see, I'm a little swollen in the face. At least I could see it. And I had to recalibrate. But I want to tell y'all what's going on this week. I couldn't take another day to let y'all know the big event that's going down. And that is that Jupiter goes retrograde today. Now remember this. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, they're all considered like outside planets, right? So when they go retrograde, they don't necessarily affect us in the way that the closer personal planets affect us. Squirrel, let me say hello to a couple of people. Hi, Brianna Brown. What's going on? Kimberly is in the spot. Cece James, thank you. Waving back to you. I'm glad you're here. I oftentimes say hello, but today I was like, let me just jump right into it because I do have a lot to say, but I don't want to stay here too long, okay? So hello to you and thank you for joining. Hopefully you can share this broadcast and let folks know what's going down. Okay, so today, like I said, Jupiter will be the one that's going retrograde up until August 11th. Now, what does that mean and how does that affect us personally, Sonia, if it's not a close planet? Well, Jupiter has to deal with blessings. Jupiter has to deal with rewards and opportunities, optimism. So I'm about to tell the village what I really feel about this week because they paid for it, and the fact that I usually give hour-long rundowns to them every week. If you want to join the village, there's still time. We're going to roll and rock until August and then take a break or so. But go to my website at wordlifeastrology.com /news. Scroll down to the village part 2. Okay, so when Jupiter goes retrograde with those particular attributes, you start to question, or I should say, you start to recognize and review the blessings that you've had in your life. Hi, Keisha Webb, what's happening? You start to recognize the blessings that you've had in your life and what they really mean to you. More importantly, you start to feel like, I need to take a hold and be accountable for the optimism and the that's not what I wanted to say. The blessings, the gratitude that I have in my hand. That's a really big deal. Because when we get spring-like and when we jump into that Aries sun and that Aries new moon and that Aries energy can say to you, we got this. It's a little self-centered, remember? We got this. We're on our way. Remember, Mars is still in Gemini, so it's making us feel like we can tackle several different projects at one time. And then all of a sudden, the little rug is pulled just slightly, and Jupiter says, hold on. You recognize all this stuff is going on. It's not just your doing, right? is what Jupiter retrograde is saying. You recognize that you have to fuel whatever it is that's going on in your life with the zest for life, with the zest for love, with the understanding that you are definitely worth it, with the understanding that more gratitude and more appreciation, that's the word I was looking for as I was searching my vocabulary bank about 45 seconds ago. Appreciation is the key. And here's the deal. You can be subject to a slight little bout of schizophrenia this week, especially Thursday rolling into Friday, because all of these feelings are coming in. All these feelings are coming in saying, well, yeah, I do appreciate it, but damn, can I get 20 on that 100 right now? Can I get a little reward? Can I get a little bit of pay like for something that I just did? Yes, you can, but pump your brakes. At the same time, we all need to be accountable for what's coming in, be grateful for it, and administer it precisely and with some type of order. Because if you get too happy that spring is here, if you get too happy that things are popping off, and then you're haphazardly giving away everything you got, you're haphazardly not paying attention to what's coming in, you'll be left for naught. How many times, with the yes, y'all, how many times have you gotten a whole bunch of money, just an example, and then all of a sudden you have none? All of a sudden you get too ridiculously happy and you're out there just spending like a crazy person because you're overzealous by the blessings that are coming your way. Nobody says you can't spend it, but it is a beautiful time when Jupiter goes retrograde to say, let me sock some away. Let me build this. Let me invest in this. Let me be grateful for this. Let me pray on this. You get what I'm saying, y'all? At the same time, on Thursday, I just wanted to give y'all a little caution. The moon is going to be squaring Chiron. Now, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Why? Because the moon absolutely has to deal with our emotions. It'll be in Cancer, kicking in tomorrow, going into Thursday, right? And usually when the moon is in any water sign, we get hella emotional. And when it's in Cancer, we want to eat, we want to stay home, we want to be nested, we want to feel protected. You get what I'm saying? So, and we want to protect. So when it squares, Chiron, it's squaring the wounds. So wounds are still coming up. Of course they're coming up. First of all, Chiron is in Aries. If y'all know anything about astrology, if any planet or heavenly body is in Aries, it's trying to get through its meaning and what it needs to display in a really quick, fast way. And with the moon squaring Chiron, it's doing that in a quick way, in which is getting on some people's nerves. First of all, you can't get your wounds fast enough. You think you're over certain things, you're not. Squirrel, let me remind y'all of this. The type of astrologer that I am, and I had to really drill it in this weekend in Maryland. Again, bigs up to Hollis Tree Incorporated. That was so much fun. Yo, the thing is that I'm the type of astrologer where I can get on here and I can tell you, oh, this is a great day for this, and this is a great day for that, and this is a bad day for this, and a bad day for that, and blah, 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 blah. And in a way, try to predict. But this is what I try to do for you and my damn self, is look at the situation at hand. And know that you are continuously and forever will be the co-creator of your existence. This is a blueprint. This is something that says this could happen. It could come up. And this gives you the opportunity to react in a different way. So is it all about dismay? Every time I come on here and I say something about, oh, this could go down or this can go down, it's not guaranteed that it's going to go down. It's about how you're going to react to it. Does that make sense? Yes, y'all, to the beat. So around Thursday, Friday, when that moon is squaring that Chiron and your wounds, yes, they continuously come up. Why? Because we're human freaking beings. And we're always working on ourselves. There is no destination. There is no guest list tonight. Lil Louie, nobody know about Lil Louie, do it? There is no guest list. There's no guest list. There's no destination. There's no VIP section. You are the goddamn human being that you aspire to be on this planet, and you will forever be working things out until you die. And then you'll be working something out over on the other side and then come back and work it out again. The point of the matter is that get used to stuff coming up. Get used to stuff changing. Get used to things being retro. Get used to things being reviewed and analyzed and understood, because what that's doing is shaping the fabric and the tapestry of who you are. So you can find a place on the throne, on the cast list, so to speak to the youngsters, to tell them this is how it is. So you can be an elder, so you can be an ancestor and drop some jewels. Y'all get that? Yes, yes? That's what Jupiter, ooh, that was a nice little segue. Ow. That's what Jupiter is really all about. Jupiter not only represents the rewards and the awards and the optimism and all of that, but think about it from a belief system standpoint. What are your beliefs? What did your grandmother and your grandfather teach you? And I don't know about you, but there's a lot of activity in my dream time. A lot of activity in my dream time. What about you? And if it's coming up, that's a way of them talking to you. Our ancestors download during our dream time to let us know what to do, how to do it, and maneuver on the planet when we wake up. It's for real. It's really, 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 really for real. So I asked you to tap into that. I asked you to tap into these moments as Jupiter is going retro, as that moon hits your Chiron, and a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on that I can't really go into right now. But I want you to do your best and not necessarily fall into the web of schizophrenia, that feeling of not knowing what to do, where to go. Oh my God, my rewards are leaving, but I need to stay busy because it's a new day and everybody is hustling and everybody is being positive and everybody's doing this. First of all, you don't need to keep up with nobody. You need to go at the pace that you are allowed to go at. Bottom line, point blank. This is your life. I'm sweating like a pig. And not because it's hot, because it's really kind of cool in here. But at the same time, I'm sweating because that's just what happens. Imagine me sweating for 2 days and then having to lay down for 2 days. Okay. During this workshop. Anyway, I squirrel out. Anyway, I'm coming back. So here's the deal. So as you do this and as you recognize that you are perfect in your imperfections, that you are perfect in your schizophrenic moments, that you are perfect in not necessarily knowing what to do because you don't need to know how to do it right now. You need to sit back and listen and pay attention to those signals and those symbols that's coming through in your dreams. Y'all get what I'm saying? Yes, yes, y'all. When you find a moment to do that and understand that you're on your track, you'll be all right. Everybody will be okay. Again, Jupiter's going retro until August 11th. So we have time. By the end of the month, Pluto and Saturn go retrograde too. Yeah, it's a whole nother situation. I'll tell you this much though. It won't be like last summer when there was 7 planets at one time for a good week going retrograde. And it felt like everybody was walking around like sleeping zombies or something. That won't be this summer. But I will tell you, it is gearing us up to really, the way I see it, and I'm going to end with this, step into the other space, over the horizon. Over the horizon of not only goodwill, of community coming together, of light that's coming through our heart, and being really vulnerable and really verbal about utilizing the vulnerability that's coming through. There's so much that we need to do that if you spend time thinking that you look like an ass while you're doing it, you're on the wrong track. Nobody cares what you look like. Do what God tells you. Nobody cares what it feels like, the fears that comes up. Do what God tells you. As long as you're keeping yourself and the people that are around you safe, do what God tells you. That's what Jupiter in retro says. Look at the blessings and do what God tells you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be back on Monday, I promise. I really, really will. I really, really will. Check out my website at wordlifeastrology.com and be good to yourself and know that you are loved. Bye.